Stuart, I've been telling you for the past year. If you ever want to see your children again, you need to seek counseling.
Remember, it's a trap.
Good afternoon. You must be Stuart. Oh, I'm just tightening screws.
Oh, yes. Hi. Welcome.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Wolf. Please, come on in. Would you like a cup of tea? Okay. Great. I'll put a kettle on. Make yourself comfortable. You know, I normally don't accept new clients without some preliminary details, but the message I got suggested that this was an emergency.
Yes. An emergency.
Let me just grab a notepad here. All right. Stuart, I'm all ears.
I need to see my children.
Okay. What's preventing you from seeing them?
Well, I physically could, but don't want to deal with the cops. Again.
Were you arrested?
No.
Do you have a history of violence?
No, not at all. I would never. They claim they are scared of me, but there's no reason to be.
How long has it been since you last seen them?
Almost a year now. That's not my fault. They block me on their phones. They even burn my letters. They think I'm crazy.
Now, why would they think that?
Because I figured out how it all works.
How well what works?
On the back there, that pyramid, Novus Ordo Seclorum. Okay? It means New World Order. A pyramid with the billionaires at the top and the rest of us at the bottom. It's been this way for thousands of years. The haves and the have-nots. Have you heard of a book called The Creature from Jekyll Island?
No.
And there, Federal Reserve Note? It's not federal, and there are no reserves, okay? It's all fiat. Fort Knox is empty. Why do we pay taxes if they can just print money from thin air and ship it overseas? All wars are bankers' wars. The CIA stages coups so the central banks can take over. Okay, that's why they killed Saddam and Gaddafi. The collapse of society is all planned.
Stuart, are these the type of things you tell your children?
No. Well, not anymore. Before I was removed from my home, I would educate. Like I told my son about World War II. Have you seen Europa, The Last Battle, or The Greatest Story Never Told? They're documentaries about the true history of World War II, where someone stood up to the Bolshevik communists. See, Berlin had fallen into degeneracy. Hitler loved his country enough to take action, to resist evil influences. The intentional destruction of a generation. Have you heard of the Havar Agreement or the Madagascar Plan? There were no 6 million.
Tell me, Stuart, how does this affect your relationship with your son?
He should know the truth, even if everyone else believes lies.
I see.
I was only telling him the truth.
And how do these so-called truths affect your relationship with your family? Do you think that maybe these ideas create conflict? Maybe there's a small part of you that desires conflict. How many children do you have, Stuart?
2, a boy and a girl. And they know what gender they are.
Of course. And how are things with your daughter?
Well, she got into an animated argument with her science teacher about the Earth being flat.
Stuart, do you enjoy being alienated from your family? And due to flat Earth?
But it's true! The horizon is flat! The constellations are the same now as they were 1,000 years ago! I'll bet you the mathematical circumference? The curvature would hide the Chicago skyline, but it doesn't! You can take a Nikon 900 and look at ships that'll be over the Earth bulge. Laser tests, no curvature. How hot air balloons go up and down, but snipers have to adjust for rotation. It's just lies! Pilots never have to adjust for any curve or rotation.
Stuart, could we perhaps focus on the relationship with your children and less on such trivial matters?
Trivial? Everything we're taught is nothing but lies. Did you know the women's liberation movement was created to increase the number of taxpayers and to gain early access to our children for programming? Rockefeller wanted a nation of workers, not thinkers. They did it with Big Pharma, too. Vietnam didn't have autism until the vaccine showed up. Sudden infant death syndrome? It's the shots! The unvaccinated don't have myocarditis.
I will be right back.
There's a documentary on the fake moon landing called American Moon. Also, there's astronauts gone wild at Rumble. Did you know there were no deaths from the Challenger explosion? The only Freemasons that supposedly landed on the moon? Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Could you grab us some coasters, please? Let me grab some cream and sugar. Maybe you can only pick one. Your family or whatever you call truth. Stuart, there are consequences to our actions. We always have a choice of what we choose to say and what we choose not to say.
Aspartame is a neurotoxin, just like fluoride. They want everybody dumb and blind. It's about control. Their plan was written on the Georgia Guidestones before they were destroyed.
Stuart, if what you say is true, you do realize what would be required to pull off such a grand deception that fools the entire world.
We are mocked for our ignorance. Order from chaos. Create the problem, supply the solution. We spent 20 years in Afghanistan for the CIA's opium. The Gulf of Tonkin, the USS Liberty, Sandy Hook, 9/11. There were never any weapons of mass destruction or aircraft wreckage. Where did the 2.3 trillion go for Building 7? Nobody talks about the impossible in-flight phone calls and the dancing Israelis.
You've gone so far down the rabbit hole, you don't even know what's real anymore. Tell me, Stuart, why aren't these things widely known and accepted?
Most whistleblowers are silenced. Then the masses revert back to their default programming given to them by the media in Hollywood. Maintain humanity under 500 million in a perpetual balance with nature. Population control means killing people.
Tell me, Stuart, what are your children's names?
Caleb and Sarah. Tell me, William, how are my children and my soon-to-be ex-wife?
Oh. So you're that Stuart. You think you're so smart? You got it all figured out? Well, you're right. You're right. All the world is a stage. Scripted events, they unfold before us. They're all orchestrated. It is such a pity you would trade your family for internet conspiracies.
Tell me, William, what did your worshipful master promise you?
You lost. Your children hate you. You'd be happy to know that burning the letters, that was my idea. For some much needed closure, of course. Oh, and now that you've gotten your official diagnosis, good luck ever seeing your children again, let alone by a gun. You want to jump, little man? Don't start something you don't intend to finish. Pitiful. Father pissing away his family for the sake of people he'll never meet.
I'm not the only one who knows these things. Even if you have me killed, nothing can stop what's coming.
You know what? I think you should go.